Welcome back, guys, to the football tea, and it's your boy Football Matter, and I'm here with We Talk Football.
The football team.
So today we are going to talk about the three most exciting match, or the matches we are most looking out for, or this weekend, in the first match of the Premier League, the opening fixture. We Talk Football. What are the three matches you are most looking forward to?
Of course, Bournemouth, Liverpool. This is going to be very exciting for me. Opening games, we are hungry. And then for me, Newcastle versus Aston Villa. I know they are mid-table teams, but I know they are closer, so I think it's going to be very exciting.
Because one of them is going to the Champions League and then the other is in Europe as well, Europa League.
I mean, it's kind of a fluke, but yeah, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to, of course, for this game. And of course, almighty Arsenal again is, the best team in England. Manchester United is going to be a banger. What about you?
Yeah, definitely the last one you mentioned, Manchester United versus Arsenal, is going to be a Super Sunday clash. Then the second one is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, the London derby, Oliver Glasner versus Enzo Maresca. There were lots of scores last season that were left unsettled that will be settled in this fixture. Everyone have something to prove. And then the last one, I'm just stuck between the Newcastle Aston Villa versus Liverpool Bournemouth. I'm really stuck. I will watch the both matches, but I'm most looking forward to Liverpool Bournemouth. I feel like, this young middle table team likes to prove a point against the big team, understand? So I'm leaning I'm going to lean towards Liverpool Bournemouth. Yeah.
But come on, what is you say like you're watching the two teams? I know you're watching all the games, so
about Newcastle Aston Villa, because of the injuries there, Morgan Rogers will be missed. Emiliano Martinez red card. Bruno Guimaraes is not there. Isaac is not going to be there. Then there are one or two other players in Newcastle that are not going to be there. So for me, it takes out the sting. And these are teams that play so well when they are physically fit. This is the first match of the season, so that intensity will not likely be there. It will be there in some moments, especially maybe in the start of the match. They are buzzing, but it will just naturally die off when the match gets much heated. So I'm leaning towards Liverpool Bournemouth. So having said that, let's talk about the newly promoted team, the Sunderlands, the Burnley, and then the Leeds United. What are your thoughts about these three teams, and is there any chance any of them is going to stay up in the Premier League? Mind you, in the last two Premier League seasons, the three teams that have come up, or let me say the 6 teams that have come to the Premier League ended up relegating back. Has this gone to proven that the Premier League is, the quality now in the Premier League is so much high that the Championship teams are finding it hard to cope up or to match up? What are your thoughts?
I think this phenomenon going to come to an end with Sunderland. I truly believe Sunderland will have a decent season. I'm not going to say that they're going to end in the top 4. However, I believe that they will have a very, very good season for the fact that, the recruitments, these guys, they know how to recruit. They not just went for flashy, for flashy buys. They went for experience, but they also brought a lot of young players that can bring the energy. Players can also bring the leadership. You're talking, Simon Adengero, one of my favorite players in the Premier League. And of course, the guy that I love so much, Granit Xhaka. He's going to bring the experience, the leadership. So I actually believe Sunderland might stay up. When it comes to Burnley, I'm not actually looking forward. I don't necessarily like them that much. And Leeds United, it's my father's team, so my father loves Leeds United so much, so I'm going to wish them all the best. But what about you? Do you think this phenomenon is going to come to an end this season, or the gap will just be extended?
Yeah, I call it a jinx. It will be broken this season. And if there's any of those teams, there are surprises, but if there is any one of these teams from the Championship that is going to break this, is definitely Sunderland. I so much agree with you. Their recruitment so far has been top notch. The likes of Granit Xhaka, like you mentioned, very much experienced, the difference maker. We saw what he did with Bayer Leverkusen, being the dictator, being the not just the captain, but he was the leader. There is a difference between captains and then leaders.
Absolutely.
He was the leader and he propelled them into an unbeaten season, being fit. So coming back to the Premier League against this side, or in this side, is going to bring not just that leadership, that experience, how to manage games and see games out. Because most times these teams, when they score first, it's hard for them to see out games. So he's going to bridge that gap. And then another guy they signed that is very interesting that people will get to know as the season has started is Habib Diarra. Very athletic box-to-box midfielder. He was playing for Strasbourg last season and he was their captain. So he's another leader in that team. And then another guy that I'm looking forward to is Enzo Lafi. So this midfield three, is when you have, it doesn't look like a midfield threat that will just go to relegation. When you have a solid midfield and a solid foundation in this kind of midfield, it's a good yardstick to build up, or it's a good platform to build up. So I'm expecting them to be in the Premier League or remain in the Premier League this coming season. So having said that, let us quickly dive into the predictions for the weekend. So what are your predictions? We are going to start with the opening fixtures. Liverpool versus Bournemouth.
3-1 for Liverpool.
Liverpool. Okay. Any goal scorer?
I would say Salah will, start his campaign.
Yeah, I also feel like I feel like Bournemouth will score, but it's going to be 3-1, 4-1 for Liverpool. And then in the next day, Saturday, we've got Aston Villa, Newcastle United.
2-2.
2-2, okay. For me, I feel like Aston Villa might edge it, and Aston Villa might have a narrow win against Newcastle. I'm saying maybe a 2-1 against Newcastle. And then what of Brighton, Fulham?
Oh, this is another interesting game, by the way. Brighton, Fulham, I think is going to be 2-1 for Fulham.
2-1 for Fulham. Fulham is going to win.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Unorthodox.
That's good. Well, I think it might be a draw. I feel like 2-2 will be good, or 1-1. I feel like it might be a draw. What of Sunderland, West Ham United?
I mean, my heart telling me that it should be like 2-0 for Sunderland.
Yeah, I feel like 2-1 is good. I feel like West Ham might score a goal, but I feel if there is going to be a win, I feel like Sunderland is going to win West Ham United. I've not been so much convinced with them under Potter. Then what of Tottenham Hotspur, Burnley?
This game should be erased, but anyway, I'm going to say 0-0.
0-0. Wow. That's a huge prediction. Well, for me, I feel like Tottenham will have a scrappy win. I feel like Tottenham will just edge it out with a scrappy win. And then the last feature of Saturday, Wolves versus Manchester City.
That's going to be 4-0 for Manchester City.
Okay, for me, I think it's 1-3 for Manchester City.
Wow, okay.
And then Sunday, we have Chelsea, Crystal Palace. What's your prediction?
It's going to be 4-1.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, Chelsea is hungry.
Yeah, I know Chelsea is hungry, but I see a 2-1 at the end of the day.
Okay.
For Chelsea, I'm leaning towards Chelsea. Then what of Nottingham Forest, Brentford?
That's going to be 2-1 for Nottingham Forest.
Okay, that's good. I feel like it might be 2-0 for Nottingham Forest. Or maybe a draw.
Okay.
Maybe a draw.
No, you have to pick. Pick.
Okay. Nottingham Forest 2-1. Nottingham Forest 2-1. Then the last but not the least, Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Unfortunately, I feel it's going to be 1-1.
Manchester United versus Arsenal. I think it's 1-2 for Arsenal. I'm leaning towards Arsenal to win.
Yeah, I mean, I pray that Arsenal wins, but I see it as a draw. Not gonna lie.
Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Tell us your thoughts and your prediction under the comment section. Anybody that gets like 2 correct scores, I have 5k for you. So that's just it.
And 5k for me as well.
Okay, that's 10k in general. So guys, put down your thoughts. Please like and share and keep supporting. We've come to the end of the video. See you on the next one.
Peace.
Cheers.